005 Acts 21. Survey says many thousands of Jews believe. I have read my Bible, especially the New Testament, many times. Dozens of times. Some books I may have even read more than 100 times throughout my Christian life. I do not recall the verse in Acts 21 where it reveals a strange bit of information. Upon this discovery, I've enjoyed playing this little game with Christians. I asked them why the New Testament teaches that all the Jewish converts to Christianity were zealous for the law. I have always gotten a response that basically goes like this. No, it doesn't. I calmly restate the question, emphasizing that these Jewish Christians continued to offer animal sacrifice at the temple. Did they know that all of this is also in the New Testament? No, it isn't. Where? Where does it say that?
Here we are at Pentecost. Jews from all over the empire are gathering in because good observant Jews go to Jerusalem 3 times a year. And these many thousands of Jews who have believed, what did they believe? They believed that JC was the Messiah. They simply believed the message that they took out that JC had resurrected, or had been resurrected, had ascended, and that the promise was that he was coming again to restore the kingdom. And that many thousands of Jews believed this message that these Jewish apostles took to the Jewish communities. Because remember, in Acts, early in Acts, that was what they were commanded. Acts 1 and 6, when they therefore were come together. Oh my goodness, this is the King James Version. Hang on, rescue me! Oh, it's not red letter. Shoot. Much easier to find the things that JC says in the red letter, isn't it? So Acts 1:6. So when they met together, they asked him, Lord, are you at this time going to restore the kingdom to Israel? He said to them, it is not for you to know the times or dates the Father has set by his own authority, but you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth. Now, remember, at this point, the concept of going to the non-Jewish world, it just wasn't there, which is why the first 10 chapters of the book of Acts is centered wholly and entirely on what took place within the Jewish community, what was going on with the Jewish community, because they didn't understand or have any reason to understand that they should go beyond the Jewish community, that when they were going through Jerusalem to Judea, Samaria, and then to the uttermost parts of the earth, it was to Jews, because this was about Jewish redemption. This was about Jewish Messiah. This had nothing to do with Gentiles. And so back to the situation with Paul, Paul's mandate was to go to the non-Jewish world. Having said that, then, what we realize here is that what Paul was doing was really just a very small piece of the puzzle, and that the bigger piece of the puzzle, because I don't think that Paul could brag about many thousands. Here, they're bragging about many thousands of Jews who were converging on Jerusalem, who believed their message, and all of them are zealous for the law. This should not be in there. If they really believed the message and understood the teaching of that we understand in the church, you know, if they really understood the Christian message, they would know that the law was done away with. There was no more sacrifice for sin. All of these things had all been changed and transformed because of JC. Everybody was expecting that. Everybody was believing that. Everybody understood that. And so why are all of these Jews zealous for the law? What reason would they have to be zealous for the law? Earlier in the book of Acts, we know that didn't God let down this sheet with all kinds of unclean animals? And didn't he tell Peter, get up and eat? Didn't JC declare all foods clean? Didn't he make certain judgments on the Sabbath that contradicted the position of the Jewish authorities at the time? Wasn't he always criticizing and rebuking the Pharisees and the scribes? Wasn't he always warning people about them and how they're hypocrites and horrible? Yet here, these Jews are zealous for the law. Why is that?